Yo guys, I'm here with Jan, one of my students here in Living Unchained, and he's been closing for 2 weeks now. So Jan, if you want to introduce yourself real quick.
Hello guys, I'm Jan. I've been, in sales for the past 1.5 years, but never really active like that. But, Ryan helped me with his system get an offer, and yeah, I've been closing for like 2 weeks now on that offer. Been on the offer for 3 weeks, did some setting first as well, but then got promoted to a closer, and now we're closing, yeah.
Cool. So you started off literally with 7 outreaches, right? Yeah, with 7 outreaches, you landed a gold mine, absolute gold mine of an option for this like options trading guy. And right now, what have you made like the last 2 weeks since starting as a closer?
Yeah, so as you said, I only sent 7 looms with your system, so it's insane. And that took me I wasn't even lazy. It took me 2 days to do. But if you're looking for a role and you send 100 looms with that system, which you can do in 2 weeks easily, you'll get a role guaranteed. But in terms of closing, it started off a little bit slow, but the last 4 days I made over $1,000 commission every single day. So we're at total of maybe 8.5K right now in the first 2 weeks. Yeah, right, pretty much.
So the first 3 weeks around 8,000. So what do you think your goals are for this month, the next month, and then maybe 6 months down the line?
Yeah, we still got a few days left in November, so I'll probably hit, if it keeps going the pace it is, probably around 13, 15K. And then maybe if I keep the intensity up in December, we'll probably go to 20-ish, maybe 25 even, depending on, how many closes I get, of course. But right now I'm closing at 50, 40%-ish. So it's been very good. It's been very good. But again, it took a week to ramp up, to learn, to get into the role and, perform as well.
100%. So if someone's watching this video right now and they're a little bit skeptical to get into sales, especially remote sales, and maybe they're not disciplined, they're lazy, and they have no idea where to start, what would you recommend to them?
Well, first of all, this takes some work. You can't just be a retard and lazy, sorry for my words, and expect to get a role. You need to actually perform. It's a performance-based game. So you need to show up every day and perform. But if you have no experience at all, if you've never done sales before, you need a mentor or some coaching in form of that. Because you can you will learn the lessons eventually if you keep trying and keep doing it, but you can either pay with your time or pay with your money. And I personally choose money every single time, because you can buy yourself to success essentially, or shrink down the time you would need on your own, and having someone who has already done the steps, who has done the outreach, who has landed a role, who has closed, who has made 15, 20K a month from closing, just do the exact same thing as that guy has done. Maybe you need a few other reps, maybe you need a little bit longer to learn it, but I'd say if you're doing it on your own, you maybe need a year probably to figure out how to sell, to figure out how to get an offer, because you don't know shit when you start. But if you have some kind of coaching, you can get there. Maybe you start setting, but you can get there in 3 months. You can have a role in 2 weeks if you send 100 looms, if you know how to do it. From there, you have the money. You can start traveling as well, and just keep working, and you'll get there.
You guys can always make more money. You can always either go back to the 9 to 5 or make money with remote sales, but you can never buy back a single second of time. So that's why Jan, that's why even myself, we've invested in countless different mentorships, countless different masterminds to speed up the process to getting to what our goals even are. Because if we just did it by ourselves, we might make it, but it might take months, maybe even a few years to even reach them. And then we lost all that time that we can never buy back. So that's 100% true. And Jan, right now, what do you think is the biggest deal you've closed so far? And it's maybe on edge. What's the biggest pitch you've ever made so far in terms of the pricing?
25K ish, but the biggest I've closed was I think 8 up front, which is still very good, but let's get the 25 over the edge next few days.
What was the percent that you're getting commission wise?
Oh yeah, I'm getting 12%.
That's how much in your pocket for an $8,000?
Yeah, it's probably around 900 US, depending if I set the appointment myself as well. If I set it myself, it's over 1,000. Beautiful. absolutely beautiful.
Yes, I mean you're making like what, 1,000 a day. You're living out here in Bangkok, Thailand, which is like, I know you're from Switzerland, so that's like pretty expensive there. So coming out here to Bangkok, Thailand, 1,000 a day, you're balling out of your mind. Like, what are you gonna do? Get cocaine, hookers? Like, what's the plan with your earnings?
Yeah, so I mean, essentially, I pay my rent within 1 day of work, and all the rest, I'm not getting the hookers, I'm not getting the cocaine. I'm, saving and investing so I can have more free time and can buy more time as well. Because sales still takes time to do, but it's very, I mean, I make over $150 an hour at the moment. So it's time well spent for the time being. But yeah, I'm just saving that up, investing, and, making more money on top of that. Just doing it smart. Like, yeah, don't ball out of control when you start making some money.
And then you lose everything.
And you spend everything, and then there's no difference. If you make 10K but spend 10K, there's no difference if you live paycheck to paycheck in some 9 to 5. Like, it's the same thing essentially. So be smart with your money.
Guys, with remote sales, it shouldn't be the end-all goal for your life. Like, you weren't born with the purpose and the destiny to be a remote salesman. It's just the right vehicle to get you to where you actually want to be. Like for Jan, he wants to be like the biggest music producer on earth, and remote sales won't get him there. But the thing is, it will provide him the cash flow, so that way he can meet the right people, network, and spend money to invest in himself to improve his music and to get him to his ultimate goal. So just use remote sales as a vehicle to provide you cash flow and income, so that way you can fuel your truest desires, so you can get the desired output that you want in this very short life that we have. So I mean, Jan, what do you think is the biggest objection that you've got so far, or like the objection that you hate the most that you just don't like hearing?
I mean, the right mindset is probably to accept every objection, because you can get to know a person within like a 45-minute Zoom call, and maybe they haven't taken action for their whole life. But the only thing that pisses me off are no-shows, pretty much, because that's just wasted time, and it fucks up the sales closing stats. But yeah, another thing I don't understand is if people have the money, they're just scared. But yeah.
So what do you think that mindset switch that they need to make is, if they're scared to take that risk into themselves, to invest in themselves, to get to where they need to be, and they're scared to do so? Like, why do you think that mindset is there? And like the logic reason behind it just doesn't make sense, because you're literally guaranteed to stay in the same exact spot until you take that risk to change. So like, what would you actually tell someone if they were like scared, they're fearful? Like, what would you do to make them switch that mindset into the mindset where like, okay, well, I need to take this risk. It's a calculated one, because it gives me the chance to prolong and provide the chance to actually get me to my goals.
Yeah, good question. Just a little bit of background about me. I spent probably $20,000-$30,000 on coaching and mentorship so far in my life, right? And even that hasn't gotten me to 100K per month. So
yeah,
it still takes time, but like, you never know which risk will be the right one for you. Like, I've heard this from Alex Hormozy, that like, you never know which coaching will be the right one. Just do them all, and become the best student on every single coaching, and you're gonna make so much money. But essentially, if you're afraid, like for me personally, like outside of what I sell now, but just in general, it's more so like, my biggest fear was always living a life which has no meaning, and just waking up with 40 in some type of 9 to 5, hating my life, and never having done what I wanted to do, never having traveled while I was young, never took the chance on myself. So for me, that is a way bigger risk, and I'm willing to, spend unlimited amount of dollars to just get the chance to do it. Because like, those experiences you will never get back, and like, that's the whole reason why I didn't went to university in the first place. Because all my parents wanted me to go, like everyone else wanted me to go, all my friends went from back home. And I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna spend 4 years there. Because like, if I subscribe to the University of Life and do 4 years living on my own in a foreign country, making money on my own, like, I will learn so much more than every single one who went to university. But of course, you don't have the paper, but like, who fucking needs a paper, man? I know how to close at 40% now, I'm good for the rest of my life with that skill. With that skill, I'll never broke again. Like, I can make money until I'm 60 with that skill if I choose to. Of course, it's not the long-term vision, but like sales is one of the best skills you can have if you understand it and can do it. And once you have your first role and you perform there, like it's way easier to get a second one or a third one later down the road.
Yeah, guys, I mean, it's all about the skills that you have that determines like if you're going to go broke or if you're not. Because with sales, even if all the internet goes out, we're in like a worldwide blackout, there's still things to sell. So with the skill of sales, you're literally guaranteed to never go broke again because there's cars to sell. There's anything. You can sell anything to anyone as long as you have the ability. So, I mean, guys, I'm not sure what time we're at. 11 minutes, a little bit over. So, I mean, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, Jan, he's got the income now. He's going to go back to Switzerland, right, for like a few weeks. Come back out, ball out of control back here in Bangkok in a few weeks after I come back from the U.S. But, I mean, if you guys are looking to get started for yourself to get on track to at least make $10,000 a month in the world, because, as a man, $10,000 a month is like the bare minimum to start creating the life of your dreams. Yeah, it does depend on where you live. Like Miami, Dubai, it might be like a little bit underclass, but yeah, out here in Bangkok, Thailand, $10,000 a month, you can do pretty much anything.
That's a cheat code to become a millionaire fast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, if you guys do want to get started for yourself, there's a link down in the description to book a call with me, and I can see if you'd be a good fit, because some people, they're not fit to be a remote salesperson yet, just because they aren't at least mid-level. You have to at least be the part where you're able to communicate what you're thinking and not have like massive brain fog. You're not like a low-level guy who smokes weed, drinks, parties every single day, because how do you expect to translate the no discipline that you have there into the discipline that you need, that Jan has and that I have, to take? How many calls are you taking a day? Like 6 to 7? Yeah, so if you don't have the discipline, you're going to like drop out after a few calls and just go back to jerking off. So if you're not that type of person yet, you're not going to be a good fit. So if you are on the right track, if you have the self-improvement going for you and you're locked in, you're ready to make money, then this is for you. But if not, keep jerking off, keep drinking, keep partying. This is not for you. So Jan, any last words or anything like that? Or
yeah, every risk you take and every bet you bet on yourself, you either win or you learn. And if you learn enough times, you will win. So it's never like, you don't need to be scared. Like, you're gonna learn something, and you never know when that thing comes in handy, even though if you don't succeed with the thing you were learning. So investing in education and mentorship is probably the best thing you can do to fast track everything you want in life. But again, you need to be able to bet on yourself. But if you can do that, like if you trust in yourself, in your ability, in your, if you trust in your discipline, in your grind, like you can figure out whatever you want. It's pretty straightforward, but then you just need to know how to get there. You can either do it on your own. As I said, all the information is out there for free. It will take you, 12 months probably to get a role and to know how to sell and know how to set appointments. Or you can just get a mentorship and send 100 looms in 2 weeks. Yeah. Get a role and then have all the resources you need to perform in that role as well. But I guess it's your choice. No one's going to force you to do anything. You can either waste time or get ahead.
Guys, if you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect anyone to believe in you? You have to have that true belief in yourself that you can take yourself to where you want to go. Because if not, you're never going to go anywhere in life. So guys, that's pretty much it. We're going to go tan now for a little bit probably. Jan's got a haircut. And then I'm going to go to the U.S. in like a few hours to visit for Thanksgiving. And I'll be back here in Bangkok balling out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. Say goodbye to Jan. Say goodbye to Ryan. And we'll see you guys next time.